Taking a year off in Canada sounds amazing, till you picture a giant red flag on your resume and your bank account slowly crying. If that's you, this video is for you. In 2024, a Canadian survey found that 34% of job seekers worry a career gap will stop them from being hired. But most hiring managers say it's not the gap, it's the unexplained gap that worries them. Opening parenthesis expresspros.ca today. I'll show you how to take a career break in Canada without destroying your resume or your cash flow. Asterisk. What employers in 2025 actually think about gaps. Asterisk. How to package your break on your resume in LinkedIn. Asterisk. And how to keep just enough income coming in so you're not panicking the whole time. This is not personal financial, legal, or career advice. It's a framework you can adapt to your own situation. Let's start with the fear. If I take a break, I'll never get hired again. That idea comes from a world where careers were supposed to be one straight line. But that's not how Canada looks in 2025. People immigrate, switch industries, survive layoffs and pandemics, take care of kids and parents, or go back to school. Career breaks are normal. A LinkedIn study of 23,000 workers found that about 62% have taken some kind of career break, and over a third want one in the future. CNBC.com, HBR.org to keep up with that reality. LinkedIn even added a career break section to your profile, and over 1 million people already use it. CNBC.com in Canada specifically. A 2024 Harris poll found that 92% of hiring managers say there are acceptable reasons for big gaps like school, staying home with a child, health issues, or caring for an aging parent. Only 36% say a large, unexplainable gap would stop them from hiring someone. Opening parenthesis expresspros.ca. Other surveys show the same pattern. About 79% of hiring managers say they automatically reject candidates with gaps if the rest of the resume is strong. GoApply.ai. So the problem is not having a gap. Problem is having a gap you can't explain. Your goal is simple, not to hide the break, but to show it as a clear chapter in your career with a story and some activity, not a blank hole. Here's the mental shift that makes career breaks much safer. Don't think gap where nothing happens. Think project with 2 axes. 1. The story you'll tell employers later. 2. The cash flow that keeps you afloat while you live that story. Let's start with the story. Most career breaks that land well on a resume fit into one or a mix of 4 frames. Frame 1, education or upskilling. You complete a college program, a boot camp, or a serious certificate that's relevant to your next job. Career break data analytics certificate reads very differently from 2025 to 2026. Unemployed. Frame 2, project or portfolio. You build something, a product, a YouTube channel, a blog, a nonprofit initiative, open source contributions. The key question is, what can you show? Cited GitHub repo, case studies, client feedback. Frame 3, caregiving or health. You step back to care for a child, a parent, or yourself. Canadian hiring managers list these as some of the most acceptable reasons for gaps. Over 60% say school, staying home with a child, or health issues are valid reasons. Opening parenthesis, expresspros.ca. You don't owe anyone your medical file. Short professional explanation is enough. Frame 4. Entrepreneurship or freelancing. You try a startup, consult, or freelance. Even if it didn't blow up, you gained experience in sales, client management, product, marketing, all real usable skills. So that's axis 1. Pick the frame that fits what you're actually doing. Axis 2 is cash flow. We'll build that in a minute. But already notice the shift. Instead of I disappeared for a year, you start thinking in terms of I had a career break. Frame chapter with a clear purpose. Now, let's make this practical and script-friendly. One of the worst options is to pretend the break never happened and hope no one notices. They notice. Canadian resume coaches and HR data both say the same thing. Name the break and explain it briefly, rather than leaving a mysterious hole that forces people to guess. GoApply.ai, CNBC.com. Here's a simple 3-step structure you can copy. Step 1, give the break a title and dates. Treat it like a role. Asterisk career break. Full-time caregiving asterisk career break. UX bootcamp. And freelance design asterisk founder Maple Analytics career break. Then add start and end dates like any job. Step 2, Add 2 to 3 factual bullet points. Not took time off. Real actions. Asterisk completed a 9-month UX bootcamp, including 3 portfolio projects. Asterisk delivered 3 freelance design projects for small businesses, from research to final UI. Asterisk coordinated complex medical appointments, budgets, and daily care for a family member. Ask, what skills did I build, maintain, or prove during this time? Step 3. Prepare a 30-second interview answer. Formula. Asterisk short reason. Asterisk what you did. Asterisk why you're stronger now. For example, I took a planned 10-month break to care for a family member and complete a data analytics certificate. During that time, I also did 2 freelance dashboard projects for small businesses. It confirmed that analytics is where I want to be long-term, and now I'm ready to bring those skills back into a full-time role. You're honest, brief, and you connect the break to the job you want. Then mirror this on LinkedIn using the built-in career break entry and a couple of clear bullet points, so anyone who checks your profile sees a story, not a blank. CNBC.com let S talk about money because a beautiful story doesn't help if your cash flow is on fire. First, the context. Canada's labor market in 2024 to 2025 is weird. Unemployment ticked up to about 6.3% in 2024 as population growth outpaced job growth, but employers still had over 500,000 vacant roles, about 12% more than before the pandemic. cdhow.org translation: it's not jobs everywhere for everyone, but it's also not no one will ever hire me again. There is room for part-time and freelance work if your skills match demand. Here's a simple way to design the money side of your break. Step 1. Know your calm monthly number. List only the must-pay items. Asterisk housing, asterisk groceries, asterisk transit or car, asterisk insurance, asterisk kids or dependents, asterisk non-negotiable bills. From that number, ask, asterisk, how much can come from savings you intentionally set aside for this break? Asterisk, how much, if any, from a partner or family support? Asterisk, how much needs to come from work during the break for you to sleep at night? Step 2. Aim for the 10 to 30% rule. You do not need to replace your full-time salary. For many people, covering just 10 to 30% of their old income with freelancing, contracts, or part-time work dramatically extends their runway and keeps skills fresh. GoApply.ai examples. Asterisk a software developer doing 8 to 12 hours a week of short contracts. Asterisk a marketer running a couple of small retainers. Asterisk a nurse picking up occasional shifts. Step 3. Don't build a second full-time job. If you try to cover 100% of your previous income, you risk recreating your old burnout, now without benefits. Set a clear ceiling like, I'll work up to 10 to 15 hours a week, aiming to cover roughly 1/3 of my expenses. The rest is pre-planned savings. And just like with the story side, name this work on your resume. Asterisk. Freelance marketing consultant career break, asterisk contract software developer short-term projects. That way your break reads as lower intensity, purposeful work, not nothing for a year. To wrap up, here's a fast before, during, after checklist you can screenshot. Before your break, asterisk capture your current wins. Metrics, projects, screenshots, references. Asterisk update your resume and LinkedIn while everything is fresh. Asterisk decide on your official reason for the break, -1 to 2 honest, repeatable sentences. Asterisk choose your frame, education, project, caregiving, or entrepreneurship, and sketch what you'll actually do. During your break, asterisk keep a light professional signal. Once a month, post what you're learning or building. Asterisk nudge your network, a coffee or video chat every couple of months with people in your field. Asterisk check your cash flow every few months and adjust. More freelance, less spending, or a short contract if needed. After your break, asterisk add a clear career break. Frame entry with bullet points to your resume and LinkedIn. Asterisk get specific about what's next. Target roles, industries, and level. Asterisk practice your 30-second story out loud until you sound calm, not apologetic. And about the big fear, what if I take this break and never get hired again? Remember the data? Asterisk most Canadian hiring managers accept reasonable gaps with a clear explanation. Opening parenthesis, expresspros.ca. Asterisk the majority of global hiring managers don't auto-reject people with gaps. GoApply.ai asterisk and more than half the workforce has now taken some kind of career break. CNBC.com, a career break doesn't have to be a blank hole or a financial cliff. If you treat it as a project, keep some income coming in, and stay lightly connected to your field, it can be one of the strongest chapters in your career story, not the end of it. If you want more simple Canadian money and career explainers, hit subscribe to True North Invest. And next, watch my video on TFSA versus RRSP buckets. Or the one on affording a 4-day workweek in Canada to see exactly how to fund the break you just designed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.